Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025, and I'm here to do a collective read for you. As you know, it's a timeless read. I don't use the signs and I don't use the genders because it's all energy anyway. So if this is your reading, you're going to know by the description of the characters as well as the storyline. So take what applies, toss the rest, don't try to make things fit. If it does not, it is not advisable to do so. You're free to switch the genders of the roles as you need to throughout the read. That's not a problem. But remember, this is a general collective reading, meaning that there's thousands of people here. It is not a personalized reading for you. So chances are that not every read's going to be for you, and not all of it will resonate. The parts that don't resonate, which you don't already know about or you're not aware of, that means it's not for you. It belongs to someone else. Please don't take on other people's problems or strife, okay? I'll bring out the tarot cards. I'll give you the description of the cards as well as what I'm picking up intuitively. You know your story best. It could be all the cards, some, one, and or none. And then we bring it together at the end. Thank you for being here. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for all your love and support, your donations. You guys are wonderful. I hope you're having a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day here. There's no complaints there. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. I just saw the phoenix here. So somebody's rising from the ashes. Congratulations. What's the message, please, Spirit? Spirit guides, guardian angels. They will not change ever. Overarching energy. So whoever you're dealing with, it won't change. They won't change. Bottom of the deck, something to do with summer. It could be a name, but underlying energy. So something this summer. I just heard summer fling, so I don't know what that means. Place it where it belongs. You've been ignoring your gut. Please don't do so, because your gut is your barometer. It's your compass. Our minds play tricks on us. Our hearts, well, we're able to be manipulated because, you know, people like to tug on the heartstrings, but our gut is always on target. So if your gut's telling you to do something or something's wrong, believe it. So door is open. You might have to close this door, or a new door is opening. Take it for whatever this is. Somebody's dating online. A past life connection. You're independently owned or operated, or somebody you're dealing with. You could be an Aries. Somebody you're dealing with is an Aries, or something took place in Aries season. Something to do with online. Stalking. Harassment maybe. Trolling. Hating. Somebody doesn't want commitment. So they're online with other people. Looking for other people all the time. So you'll be attending a get-together soon, and someone's a liar. Okay, so you could be a Libra, or they are, or something happened in Libra season. Libra always indicates also balance and justice, karma. There you go. So somebody's getting some karma. You have strong psychic abilities, so listen to that gut, okay? Listen to that gut. Somebody's coming into some karma. Maybe for how they treated you. I don't know. For something else. I don't know. Take it for whatever that is. The bottom line is we all face karma throughout our lives. Nobody's immune to it. It is what it is. They will not change ever. Something to do with summer. Come on. Knowing they effed up. And they've destroyed your relationship, whatever this is. Okay, shattered, broken, effed up. Maybe something's going to come to a head by summertime. I don't know. Yeah, they had a private relationship with somebody else, or you had a private relationship with this person. Getting a room. Love story, once upon a time. Tantric sex. Full of envy. This came out yesterday too. Fighting for what you love. So somebody wants you to fight for them, compete for them. That's what I'm picking up. Or there's a third party in here that wants to fight you. Okay, they want to fight. I want to be the better one. Okay, so be careful. Why lower your standards? If you're placed as an option in somebody's life and they want you to fight over them, that is not love, okay? That is manipulation. It's not, it's codependency. You're boosting somebody else's ego while bringing yours down. You know what I'm saying? Self-respect is key here. They will not change ever, knowing they act up. Or this could be an ex that left you for someone else. By summer, you're going to hear from them because they've destroyed their own life. Maybe whoever they went to cheated on them. You know what I'm saying? It could go different ways right now. So they will not change ever. Knowing they effed up. They're realizing what they had with you maybe. And they can never recapture that. They burnt their bridges. There we go. Finances, it was in reverse. Money problems, work, success, and fortune. So you're coming into some money. You always had, you know, when they were with you, the finances were good. Maybe they wound up with a gold digger. I don't know. Something to do with work and money problems. Maybe they work with this person. Maybe you work with this person. I don't know. Forgotten person. They're wondering if maybe you can forget the past. Core past, an old friend. Maybe we can be friends again. Or maybe this is an ex-friend that cheated with somebody you were with. Okay? They want to reconcile. Repair, cure, understanding, concession, ascending. Level up, promotion, and progress. You've ascended here. Run away, get away, keep away, give up. Trash. They could have trashed your name, trashed your life. They are trash, waste, worthless, and a mouse. Okay? I don't know why these same cards are coming out. So if somebody's under torment, they're being tormented, or they tormented you at one time. Anxiety, bondage, depression, and troubled. You used your intuition. Or please tap into your intuition. Sixth sense, intuition, subconscious. They don't know how you know. Maybe they have no clue as to how you figured it out, why they were cheating, who they were cheating with. Unknown, puzzle, illusion, and confusing. So they're casting illusions here. You're being guarded. Okay, so be on guard. Protect yourself. They could have been dealing with escorts. This is a lesson that you had to learn, right? We all have to learn lessons in life. Or maybe they're learning their lesson. Now they're going to say they've changed, transformation, newborn, and evolution. Yeah, changed into the nothingness. It's over. Death, meaninglessness, erasure, and forgetfulness. So they might try to fake an encounter. You know what I mean? Bump into you accidentally. But I think now you feel nothing towards this person. And maybe, I don't know. Maybe they can't understand why you don't feel anything for them. Maybe they're in their ego and in their pride. I don't know. Something to do with finances. They want to come back around again. Maybe use you. Maybe they did in the past, you know. Some people have to grow up. This is just a world of users. I'm sick of it. They will not change ever. Knowing the effed up finances. You know, they go where people, some people, I'm not saying everybody, but some people go where, oh, that person's got a great job. You know what I mean? I'm going to be set for life. You know, always trying to jockey for position in somebody's, if somebody has money, right? You're going to always find somebody trying to get in there. They will not change ever, knowing the effed up in finances. Beginnings. Try again, new direction, start over. They want to start over with you. Maybe you have a new beginning with somebody else, and this is really irking them. Divine Feminine. You're Divine Feminine energy. Yin Feminine energy. Congratulations. They could be a male in Divine Feminine energy. Just know that, okay? So you're healing. They want to heal things with you. Releasing, purifying, cleansing. You've escaped something here. Or they're trying to escape something. Avoiding, blocking, pushing away. You're withdrawn. Single, lonely, and solitary, or they are. They're longing, craving, aching, and wanting you. They're looking at the possibilities. So this might be you're doing very well in life. They're not. They want to come back in. Oh, look at the possibilities. Free-spirited adventure and risks. It's hopeless. Or your life is full of beautiful possibilities, and they're feeling hopeless because they know. Sinking, despair, falling apart. They're shallow, hollow, empty, and bored. And they're going through memory lane right now. Reminiscing, dwelling, and bittersweet. You know, it sounds like a whole lot of regret. That's what it sounds like. You know, they're regretting what they've done to you. It is what it is. That's how you learn, right? It sucks to live with regret. That's why it's best not to do things you're going to regret later on down the road. But we have to learn our lessons. So they should be grateful they're learning this lesson. And you learned the lessons. You don't want this in your life. You're moving on. They will not change ever. Knowing the effed up finances and beginnings. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, somebody's willing to do whatever it takes to get back in. This is a bully. They could have abused you at one point. They're full of ego. They're very petty. Or they're thinking you're petty because you're walking away. I don't know. Overarching energy. Yeah, you don't trust them. It could have been a karmic soul tie. There's lack of trust here. You don't see eye to eye. You have nothing in common. That's the overarching energy. Or they just broke up with somebody they left you for. Yeah, they can't move on. They can't escape. They're in trouble. They can't come near you. They can't come meet you in calm waters. Maybe you're being protected by spirit here. Yeah, they're hiding and cloaking a lot here. They don't want to be alone. So they're hiding and cloaking the fact that they don't want to be alone. So what does that mean? I don't hear love. I don't see love in these cards. She's closing the laptop, so they're probably keeping tabs on you or trying to. But you blocked them. They're feeling blocked. It could have been a sudden arrival or sudden departure, so be careful, okay? Somebody's waiting. Maybe they can't watch you from afar any longer. Maybe they lost their phone service and or their internet. They don't know what to do. You're standing your ground. You're being protected, divinely protected or guided. Blocked. They blocked themselves. They feel like they were really careless and foolish, okay? They took unnecessary risks. There will be no new beginnings with this person. I think you're very adamant. Seven of Wands, you have a higher perspective here. You have the advantage, and you see what's going on. Maybe they're harassing you, or maybe they're third parties, or they're whoever they wound up with, they're harassing you. They blocked themselves, okay? Maybe they're hiding and cloaking online, watching you, and you blocked them. Or maybe it's physical. Maybe they're in your community, and they're waiting. But you're very defensive, and I don't blame you. Maybe you haven't spoken to them since you last had a fight, broke up. Yeah, third party, blocking the third party, blocking a reconciliation. They want to go out and kick it with you some more. Could be friends or something like that involved. Something to do with a long-term relationship or family. They want to reconcile because you have a lot of money. Yeah, that could be it. But that's a 10. 10s are completions here. I also think that they want to reconcile with you, but they're going to have to go through your ancestors first. Something to do with a family. Yeah. Somebody's got a lot of obsessions here, addictions, codependency issues. So they're looking at your money. They're bound to the devil or bound to something here. They're very toxic and karmic. They could come from a toxic karmic family that all they do is drink or party. They have to take accountability. You're very mature. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. Maybe it's been a long time since you spoke to them. Maybe they got caught paying for stuff they shouldn't be paying for. You know what I mean? That are illegal. They want to come back towards you, though. Yeah, they're trying to avoid a tower moment. Or you avoided whatever this is by leaving. Yeah, it's over. Ending a cycle to begin a new one. Or this could be online. Something's blowing up in their face, though. You learned your lessons. You moved on. This is protection as well. They're watching you online. The Ace of Wands was beneath that. So they could be satisfying themselves while watching you online or others online. Somebody's very jealous. Yeah, somebody's unstable. Something's unfair. They can't play games with you anymore. Could be in heavy-duty debt as well. Can't be playing games. They have a family. They can't cheat on you, or they can't cheat anymore. They have a family, or you had a family with them. Family's on top of family. You're extremely happy here. This is doing their head in, I just heard. Wow, you overcame, persevered, you put up some boundaries. They hate the fact that you're happy and that you're stable, you're secure. Maybe you have a new family, I don't know. They've been blocked. They're very defensive. What is this Nine of Wands? Somebody's exhausted. There's a lot of emotional wounding here. They claim that they're unstable because they came from a bad family. I don't know. There's truth and clarity. You know the truth. Something to do with paternity, maybe. You're happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Exposed, illumination. You're stable and secure. This could be a wife. Doesn't have to be. It could be a male in this energy. But you're stable and secure. You know your value and your worth. You're hardworking, independent, and very abundant. You're working on your pentacles. You're very fruitful. You're happy. And they're being blocked, okay? You're defensive. I don't blame you. Block, block, block. They're not happy here. It's a fall from grace for them. Somebody's partying all the time, or they claimed you were. Putting on an act that this could be husband and wife. They have a husband or I don't know, or a wife. They're putting on an act as if they have all this money, okay? They're fake flexing. This is somebody that's smug, full of themselves, selfish, a know-it-all, and a show-off. They're not happy that you're stable and secure. It kind of seems like this past person that you were with was competing with you. You know what I mean? They look down on you maybe because maybe at one point they were making more money than you, didn't think too highly of you, so it gave them every reason to go out and cheat on you, to look for what else is out there, for the next best thing. But now that you're doing very well in life, they're not happy. And I think that they wound up with a gold digger that took their money, took them in, used them. You know what I'm saying? And they're not happy here. They could be drinking or under the influence of something. This is not wish fulfillment. Yeah, there will be no reconciling here. You have no good memories with this person. There was unrequited love, or they were in an unrequited love situation. Yeah, a lot of secrets here. You're using your intuition. Congratulations. They could have gotten somebody else pregnant or got pregnant by someone else. Could be a paternity issue here, okay? Maybe that's why they went elsewhere. Yeah, somebody's unstable here financially. They wanted you to remain financially unstable. Somebody's they're very insecure, greedy, and selfish. Maybe wanting a life of luxury off your back, or somebody else they wound up with was like that. They're having financial difficulties. They might have to go to court, dealing with institutions, but this is justice, okay? Whatever is happening in their world is justice. It could be legal. It could also just be morally. It could be, you know, like karma, because this is karma. It's a reckoning. It's a balancing of the scales. They could have lost their car. They can't move forward. They can't overcome. You had to overcome whatever this was, right, in the past. They don't want to take accountability. They have no direction, structure, or discipline in their life. They can't radically accept the fact that you're doing better than them. And they're acting like everything's fine, but everything's not fine. Because you have victory, success, reward, recognition. You could be out in the public eye, don't have to be. They want all the attention. Somebody's on their high horse. They love the attention. They never invested in you. They don't want to invest in you. Okay? And they're grieving and regretting that. They lost a lot of money. They have to relocate. The end of the road, they can't go any further. You get what you give in life. You're probably showing off and bragging to everybody, look what I got, look what I got. Now that's gone. We have to be careful how we treat people, because if we look down our noses at other people because they have less than us, guaranteed the karma is going to come back, or you're going to have less than them one day. It'll be very fitting as well. They never wanted to invest in you. The truth is coming out here. Okay? The worst has happened. This is a nightmare. They want to talk to you, but to come and justify and rationalize what they've done. Can they rationalize and justify what they've done? They've done a lot. For various people, it's going to be various things. They could have gotten somebody else pregnant or got pregnant by someone else. Definitely they were looking for somebody better than you. They didn't think too highly of you. They used and abused you. They didn't want to invest in you. Didn't think you'd ever amount to anything. You know what I mean? And now that's all turned around. You have no worries here. You're in the prime of your life. Wish fulfillment. You are wish fulfillment. Prayers have been answered. Congratulations. You could be out in the public eye yet again. So right on top of the Six of Wands. So maybe it's clout chaser, you know what I mean? You're doing stuff and you're out there in the world physically or online doing something beautiful here. Your stars have aligned. This is your time. And they can't abide by it. Oh, well, that's just too bad. You were wish fulfillment all along. Yeah. They wished you nothing but hardship, I'm picking up. Okay? Now that you're the hot thing, the hot item, the one to get close to, they missed their opportunity with you. They could be in debt. Maybe they placed you in debt at one time. No new beginnings. Somebody's very unsound here. Yeah, it was a lot of manipulation, a lot of illusions. A spendthrift, I heard. So they wound up with somebody that used it. They thought, whoever they wound up with, they thought was wish fulfillment. The cat's meow, but it was an opportunist that brought them into the poorhouse, manipulated them, right? They're out of resources. They're thinking of calling you. There's your good news, your exciting news is, you're off to a new beginning. You took a different route. You didn't take the same route as everybody else. Yeah, something's happening quickly. Fast communication, action, and or travel. They want to talk to you. You'll hear them. You'll hear them out, but don't lie. Yeah, you're not going to mince words either. Male or female, place the genders where it belongs, okay? You're too astute, too discerning, intelligent, wise, and intuitive to deal with this bullshit, right? You spoke your truth. You set some boundaries. You cut them out for a reason. You know your value and your worth. They blew it. They missed opportunity with you. They blew it. They used and abused you. They hurt you. It is what it is. Your head's not in the clouds here, okay? You have a higher perception. They think they still might have an opportunity with you. That depends on how they're gonna... Well, I don't know. It depends on you, but I don't see love here. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe if they did cheat with a friend or a family member, the family member or friend wants to come in and tell you the truth. They were manipulated. They were giving and receiving with others, prioritizing others. They want to balance things out with you. They see that your life is in balance. They might come bearing gifts. I don't know. Might come on their knees, begging for forgiveness. Yeah, because they're bound. They're stuck in their head. They're self-imposed. I don't know. They were doing stuff, payback. Maybe the third party they were with wants payback or something like that. They're feeling trapped, though. They wanted to trap you. They wanted to keep you bound. Kept you around for a while they were playing around. Yeah. They're going to claim they're innocent. They're in their head. They want a new beginning with you. You were innocent all along. You didn't deserve any of this bull crap. You have a new beginning, and that's what's got them in their head. Maybe you are with somebody that's more equally yoked to you. Or they're doing their head and trying to figure out a way how to balance things out with you for a new beginning. Yeah, they want to come back in from out of the cold. Can't make it out. Damn, so you might have, whoever this is, you might have been in financial straits when they left. Maybe they're the cause of it, or whatever this is. You found your confidence. You got yourself out of poverty. They're going towards financial ruin. You were dealing with a player energy, or they were. Somebody did something too quickly, didn't think about it. They're being inspired to take some sort of action here. This is somebody that's full of passion. You know what I'm saying? One-track mind. Maybe they think they can get back into your bed and all would be well again. I don't know. I don't get that kind of thinking. Yeah. Maybe they rushed into things. They're trying to rush things, rush you. Remain emotionally balanced, stable, mature. Okay, male or female. Place the genders where it belongs. They wound up with somebody that was a player, maybe. I don't know. They want forgiveness. Ten of Swords beneath that in reverse. They did too much to you. That's what it is. You remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. And you used your intuition. Yeah, they betrayed you. You know it. You deep down inside, you know they betrayed you. It's a harsh and painful end, okay? Somebody's very immature. Something to do with children. They're finding out they got betrayed by the mother of their child. or maybe they denied the child. Maybe you had a child and got pregnant or something if you're a female, and they denied the child, or maybe you denied the child. Take it for whatever this is. Place yourself where it belongs. They're in debt, though. They are in heavy-duty debt. Maybe they owe you child support. Maybe more false witness. They're lazy, don't want to put the work in, and disrespectful. You know they betrayed you. They're in debt. They don't want you having a new beginning for some reason. They don't really have anything to give you. They don't want to learn their lessons. It's too much like work. They're thinking of messaging you and maybe apologizing. There could be 3 children here. I don't know. Somebody's not the father. Damn. Somebody's a bully, wanting power and control. Somebody's in their ego. You're innocent. They want to talk to you. I don't know. Maybe they have babies everywhere. Yeah. They want to talk to you why they walked away. They're still not emotionally invested. Okay? Or you're not emotionally invested any longer. You've invested 8 out of 10 cups just to find out this person. There's no love here. There's no emotional fulfillment or happiness. You took off. You're looking for your 9th and 10th cup, which is emotional fulfillment and happiness. They want to message you, though. Might have a crush on you, or they had a crush on somebody online. They walked away from a divine feminine energy, or walked away from you while you were pregnant, maybe. Left you stranded, stuck, struggling, right? Wondering what the hell happened. Moon in the upright. Or they walked away from somebody that was pregnant, trying to bide their time. They don't want to let go. Yeah, it's a parting of ways with karmic. So it was all one-sided. No peace or harmony. Poor decisions here. Getting some consequences. Not using your higher wisdom. It's not harmonious here. There's just a lot of strife. Somebody's in their emotions. They walked away from love. So they chose maybe a karmic energy over a divine being. Yeah, they got demoted. They're a distorted masculine, maybe. They were in their pride and their ego, wanting power and control. It's about their ego. So, yeah, lying, cheating, and or stealing. Yeah, it's over now. It's done. You're the phoenix rising, okay? You're the one that got away. They're realizing you're the one that got away. It is what it is. Somebody was abusive, self-serving. They're trying to strategize a way to get away with something, to come back in, to make it look like they've changed. But they haven't. Yeah, like they love you. Could be a death of a father as well. But they're shitting bricks here because they are married, or they got married. You're married. Maybe if you are with somebody that you love and they love you, they wanted to take this person out. They're under divine judgment. They definitely want a second chance with you. Somebody is in a relationship, though. They want to remain stable. This could be you as well, male or female. You're stable and secure. You're not wearing your heart on your sleeve. You're feeling some kind of way. It's over. You're the phoenix rising. You could be going towards your twin flame. I don't know. This is somebody wanting a second chance here. This is awareness. This is a wake-up call, a spiritual awakening even. They're going to claim they had a spiritual awakening. Yeah, because they want you back into another karmic cycle with them. They're getting karma, that's why, and they're scared. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They know they can't control you. They're going to try to humble themselves to come back around again. Yeah, they want to reconcile, balance things out with you, heal. They're contemplating, praying, strategizing. They need to put something to rest with you. You're at peace. You're balanced in life. They don't look like they're at peace, though. They're having intrusive thoughts. They're willing to do whatever it takes to win. But they're abusive, they're petty, and they're cruel. So, yeah, they're getting clarity, or somebody's getting clarity upon a situation. You let them go for a good reason, right? You healed your heart. It's a blessing in disguise for you. They were abusive. All they could do is watch you from afar here online. They're stalking, watching, spying, They know that you're moving forward in life. You're not looking back. You're prepared or preparing, or they're preparing. They have no choice here. Maybe they still have some hangers-on in their life. Maybe they're going to get rid of their side pieces. They know they need to, because you are farsighted. You can see. Maybe they're getting the proof that you have intuition, that you do see these things. They're gonna, yeah, let go of their side pieces that they have sex with. Let it go, let it go. They want to open up towards you. They have to let go if they're going to come back towards you. They're not working. They got let go at work. They have no money. They're still unfaithful, and you know it. You can't trust them. They got a lot of burdens on their back. They had a point to prove. Could be narcissistic, but they're a user, abuser, cold, calculating, cruel. There's a lot of conflict and drama in their life. Jealousy and competition. Somebody's having casual hookups. Now, it sounds like it could be them, but they wound up with somebody just as bad or worse. This is a love bomber. They want to come back in. They're giving their cup of love to everybody while married to you or someone else, okay? Ending a third-party situation, collaboration. You know what? They don't want to cooperate. They don't want to change. They're lazy, okay? They just don't. They want what they want. I think they're trying to find you in other people. It's not working out. See how she's sketching this one and she's coaching? No, no, no. I want you to look this way. No, I want your hair this way. Yeah, somebody's very abusive. On top of the King of Swords, okay? They could be corrupt. Could be criminal as well. They're very reckless. You're standing you're standing in your power. You go your own way. You're unafraid. You're creating. You're very alluring, attractive, male or female. You're confident. You're a leader. They're afraid of you, I think, or they want you to be afraid. They want to humble you. They want to be a leader too. Wow. It could be a different person. Maybe you are with somebody, with your counterpart. They're angry here. They want to stop you from going towards the counterpart. Or they want to rush in. They're really reckless. Going to humble themselves and try to present themselves as your partner. But they're married. Or they're already with somebody. Or this is the one they wound up with. Take it for whatever this is. It's kind of confusing me. I'm so sorry. I think there's a card missing here. Oh, well. They will not change. Okay, ever. Something to do with summer. They want to come back in. By summer, you're going to hear from them. They know they effed up. Or something's going to explode in their lives. It's something to do with finances. Maybe they didn't pay you child support and they were lying to you and they got taken in by another party that they were with, and it's all going to come out in the wash. It's destroyed, shattered, broken, effed up. They're going to lose everything. You're still stable and secure, thank God. So, forgotten person, court pastor, old friend. So, it could be somebody that was with an old friend of yours. Or they're wondering if you forgot about them, or maybe you can forget about the past and what they did to you. I don't know. You're divine feminine. Okay? And they want new beginnings with you, or you have new beginnings. You have to start over sometimes. And I know I've started over a few times. If you find yourself in a position where you need to start over from scratch, you've lost everything, I'm so sorry you're going through it. It is very traumatic. I'm not minimizing it. But it can, you can do this, okay? It just means that whatever you had in the past, although we tend to hold on to the familiar, maybe it wasn't for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? This new, look at the new life that you're going to be building in the future with excitement, if you can. I know it's hard, but you can be and do anything you wish to be and or do. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, I mean, if you have no money and you're feeling hopeless because maybe you've lost your home, you don't know where you're going to live, lay your head, I understand that, okay? But once you get back onto your feet a little bit, look at it as maybe this is your new beginning. You could do whatever it is you always wish to do without anybody stopping you or holding you back or telling you, that's stupid. I don't like it. Move it. I don't like this piece of furniture. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is your life to live it as you wish, as you please. I'm not minimizing any hardship you might be facing right now. Okay, please, please, please do not take offense. Let's try again. New direction. Start over. A divine feminine, a divine masculine will be forced throughout their life to start over multiple times. I'll tell you that much, okay? It's very painful for a divine feminine especially. They go through a lot of pain. Okay, a lot of setbacks. The Divine Masculine too, but in different ways. It almost seems like there are targets to people. They're used and abused. I'll give you that much. They're under judgment. This is you. You're displaying good judgment here. In Mamiya 52, you're moving forward. Okay, you're leaving it behind. Overcoming. God hidden in the darkness. Atonement of errors. Destroys the power of enemies and humiliates them. Eight of Swords. They're stuck in their head. Stuck in their own bullshit here, okay? Maybe going to jail. I don't know. They wanted to bind you, keep you stuck. 14. Maybe somebody's going to rehab. I don't know. Maybe they need to heal. But you're balanced. It's bringing back balance. Mebahel. They want to reconcile with you. God, protector, and savior. Truth and justice. Protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. So something about money. Ace of Wands. New beginnings. Okay. You have a new beginning here. 30. This is the divine feminine energy. Omael. This somebody could have gotten pregnant. A one-night stand. Trying to steal money from somebody, okay? The patient God. Fertility and multiplicity. Protects against despair. Helps one be patient. Or maybe you had a child or children with this person they never paid. But this isn't your new beginning. You're taking action here. Chariot. Moving forward. Overcoming obstacles. Michael. Who is like God. Perseverance. Success in conflict. Overcoming adversity. And the Tower. It's going to bring a tower to somebody because you've overcome and you're moving forward. Congratulations, Uriel, the fire of God. So you got Michael and Uriel here. Congratulations. Disruptions, warns of disasters, and aids in transformation. So whatever towers you're going through or they're going through, it's meant for a reason. It's meant to redirect and open your eyes, yours or theirs. What was that I posted yesterday, the day before? Oh, what was it again? You moving on or you healing was their tower. Whatever this is. Yeah, they're stuck. They're out like a victim now. They're blocked from you. The Divine's blocked them from you. Okay? Now they're out like the victim. That they are not. Okay? Why won't they talk to me? Why can't I come back? I want them back. I want my life back. I remember next, after breaking up, very controlling ex. I remember he emailed me one time and I don't know, he's beating around the bush. And I finally said, what the hell are you going on about? And he said, I just want my family back, my son and I. Well, I guess it hit home. But it wasn't like suddenly. It was like months later, right? And yeah, I wasn't in the same space any longer. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay? They might want their family back. They want you back. But you're definitely not in the same space as you were before. Let's get a couple of these. 1133. Crossroads. Decision, intuition, guidance, choice, path, trust, direction. If you're at a crossroads and unsure which way to go, this number is a reminder to trust your intuition. Yet again, it's in keeping. Follow your gut feeling to guide you through your decision. Congratulations. 1818. Meant for success. Congratulations. Success, purpose, change, prosperity, life path, transformation. A major change is coming, and while it may feel disruptive, like as we were saying, right? It's meant for the best here. It's guiding you towards success. Embrace this shift as it will lead you to your purpose and financial prosperity. Soon the reasons for this change will become clear, revealing your true path. You might not see it. It's horrible. It's heartbreaking, blah, blah, blah. But it's meant for the best, right? I know I went through a lot. I lost my home. I felt like I lost everything. But it was for the best. I had to move to a city I was not fond of. I hated. And bad things happened to me in this city, but it was for the best. One day I'll get into detail about it, but it is what it is. 1717, let go of the past. Release, forgiveness, healing, growth, new beginnings, moving forward, renewal. It's time to release the weight of the past and embrace the new opportunities ahead. Trust your instincts, especially if you feel called to lead others, as the universe is guiding you and supporting you in this journey. So trust and believe they have you. 15, self-care. So take care of you. Don't worry about anybody else. Don't worry about the world. The world is still revolving. You take care of you, okay? Get a couple of these to end it. It looks like you have a beautiful, beautiful future if you're not already there. Just trust and believe in the process. Do what's right for you. You know what I mean? Don't allow people to lead you by the nose. Sorry, manipulate you any longer. Os or ose. Connecting with animals can lead to positive transformation. It can also lead to unexpected knowledge of self. Shucks. Good fortune via money or material possessions is easier to acquire than you think. Apply yourself. So money's coming towards you. Rochelle. You have a creative endeavor in the works. It's time to make it public. It's in keeping. Sorry, this incense is a little bit much. Let's get 2 more. Belief. Belief brings love and music. Maybe you're a musician or you're writing music. Focus your mind on the calculations of your heart and stop wasting time. Now, even if you're not a musician, sometimes music will raise your vibrations, okay? Provided you listen to the correct type of music. Upbeat music, happy music, okay? Raise your vibes. It'll protect you. So we have Boon. Boon. Connect with your ancestors and ask them for guidance, wisdom, and wealth, weight, and equal abundance. I can't make this up. You've got wealth waiting for you or coming towards you. Maybe that's why your ex is sensing this. Maybe they got wind of it. They want back in. Obviously, you're doing something great. Use your intuition. I can't tell you what to do, but I think the cards already did. The energy did. This person doesn't mean you well. They're going to put on a good show. That's about it. Okay? Hope you like the reading. Until next time, take care.